Hello, YouTube. I know I haven't posted in, what, 2 months? 2 or 3 months? I don't care. Deal with it. If you don't like it, I don't care. Okay? I got shit that I gotta do, and if you don't like it, I don't care. Okay? Now, for those who don't know where I've been for the last, since Thanksgiving of last year, here's the thing. Here's part of the reason why I did not post a Merry Christmas and New Year's, video last year. Is because I had so many little views on my Thanksgiving, video, Happy Thanksgiving video, that I'm like, what's the point? Like, I realized that I only got less than like 20 views on that video, so I'm like, what's the even point of even posting a live video on, Christmas Day? Because it'll be a waste. Because nobody really seemed to care about my Thanksgiving video, so I'm like, what's the even point of even putting a Christmas video up if nobody seemed to give a rat's rear end that I even posted a Thanksgiving video? Because that's what it told me. Nobody cared. Okay? So, now, if y'all do want to go look at my TikTok page, I have been posting a lot more than I normally used to. Excuse me. Oh, God. My nose has been running like crazy for the last couple of weeks, and it's been quite hectic with my allergies. I don't know if it's allergies or just pollen. I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't want to know. Oh, I know it ain't the flu, I can tell you that much. Because if I had the flu, we'd be having a completely different conversation. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, TikTok. That's what. Hey. So, I have been posting a lot more on my TikTok page than I normally have been. Because if you've been watching my TikTok page, you will know that every couple of weeks, I would post a video, whatever it might be. So, like, I'm not posting that much on TikTok. Okay? But recently, I've been doing a lot more on my TikTok than I normally would. Now, I will be I did post a video today, or I'm trying to post one on my TikTok page, and I did that one before I made this video, okay? And I'm going to create a secondary video going over where I'm about to go next on my TikTok page later, probably tomorrow. If the other one gets posted today, the one I did create today earlier gets posted by today, I'll create the other one. But here's what I want to get at, okay? So, as many of you know, I live in an RV, okay? And don't mind the curtains. There's back there is just storage, right? Calm down, YouTube. I'll show you. Good God. So all this back here, I hope y'all can hear me, but all this back here is fucking storage. Nothing more. Like, I've got storage units over here, cabinets and all that shit. Closet, bathroom, fridge, and an oven that doesn't even fucking work. Yeah, this one down here, this one right here, like, this one down here doesn't work. This one, the metal one, let me actually bring you a little closer. Actually, so that yeah. Let me go over to the other side. So That metal one right there on top of my tripod, my other tripod, I have two tripods, don't judge me. So that silver one up there works. The one down there, that big black one, don't. It don't work. And it hasn't worked for God knows how many years. And FYI, it's propane. Here's the thing. And that range hood, it don't work either. Okay? That microwave does work, thankfully. For that, I'm very, very grateful that that thing works because I freaking rely on that thing more than I can admit. Okay? And I got a mini split over there. Okay? Bada bing, bada boom. It's livable. And this little black thing right here, that's a little griddle I bought at friggin', I think it was HEB. Was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was HEB. I bought it for like 30, 40, 50 bucks. Ain't nothing expensive. It works. I mean, yeah, it's not the best looking griddle now. I've had that thing for almost 2 years, so it's not the prettiest looking, piece of kitchenware I own. But you know what? Freaking works. And that knife set, I've had that thing for years. I've had that thing for, shit. I think I've had that thing for like 4 years. I've had that cutting set since before I was married to my ex-husband. Like, majority of this shit I own, I've had before I was married. But anyways, mine is the RV. Okay, here's the thing. And there used to be a mirror right there. See how that wood's different? That's what the original look of the wall used to look like in this RV. But because of wear and tear, that's what it looks like now. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So, for those who don't know this, I've been borrowing this RV from a friend of mine's brother. But, yeah, there's always a but involved in everything over here, okay? He's willing to give me the title for this RV. Because apparently, he don't want it. So, by the way, if no one heard what I was saying, okay, so where this refrigerator, on this side where the refrigerator's at, is just storage. Like, I have a couple of storage boxes and stuff like that. And then, obviously a Christmas tree. And if you're wondering what that box thingy is right there, that's a gun shelf. Don't ask. Okay? That's a gun rack too, by the way. I freaking love this thing. Okay? A friend of mine gave me that. They didn't want it no more, so guess what? They gave it to me. And I like it. Keeps all my shit organized. My duty belt, my vest, one of my vests, all my holsters, and stuff like that. Anyway, and then, bathroom's right there, fridge, and closet space, right? And storage, right? Anyways, let me get back on track. So the plan is that he's willing to give me the title. Oh, excuse me. Why do I gotta stage right in the middle of a freaking video? But I need y'all's help and do the remodel, okay? Because there's the thing. All that shelving back there that you see right there, right above my finger, all that's getting ripped out. Because on this cavity right where the refrigerator is, I'm thinking on that other wall, right? I'm thinking of putting a bookshelf. Now, my main request to YouTube, all my YouTube subscribers and all you awesome folk, don't judge me because of Southern accent came out. I don't want to hear it. It's my kitchen. Right? Or kitchenette or whatever the F you want to call it. I don't know. I call it my kitchen because that's exactly what the F it is. Ain't that big of a kitchen, but guess what? I don't care. I did time in the Army. I've had worse. Now, let me just rotate. Let me just do that. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't fall over. Swear to God, I'm pissed off. So, here's the problem that I'm having, right? Double sink. What do I need a double sink for? To waste of space, okay? Because here's the thing. Here's the plan, actually. So, my water bottle out of the way. Then I'm going to big black oven, this one right here. I'm thinking just making this thing poof disappear, right? Now, and obviously the range is going to be taken out, because if I'm going to be taking out this thing, I might as well take out this thing, because I already got this thing, right? So why keep this if I'm getting rid of this? It don't make no sense, right? Anyways, here's what I'm coming up against, right? So you see this big caddy thing right here, right? Where the microwave sits. I ain't making that up. That's an actual legitimate, like, an actual fucking microwave, people. Don't say it ain't, because I just showed you that it was, okay? I got one or two options for this big thing, right? I can either, one or two things. Either one, take the obviously eliminate the oven, the old oven, the black one, and make this into storage all the way down to the floor. And take the microwave and put it down here. Okay? And I'll tell you what I mean by that. I'm going to make it into storage, and I'm going to have a drawer about right here that slides in and out, right? And I'll have the microwave right here, right? Makes sense. Bada bing, bada boom, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? And then, obviously, I'm going to replace this big beauty with a newer one. Because this one I've had it for almost 2 years, and it's just high time it gets retired, right? But I'm going to keep it until the day comes that I retire this thing. And don't worry, I've already found one that I want to buy. Found it on Amazon for like $200. I think it was $200, $250, something like that. Anyways, now what I'm getting at is that I can take this or the new oven and put it right here, right? And make all of this just countertop, right? The other option is to completely and entirely rip out this whole entire section right here, from here to the wall. Completely eliminate this whole entire stinking thing. Now, that's where y'all come into play. What do y'all think I should do? Completely eliminate this, obviously minus the microwave, and move the microwave down here. Make this obviously make this a complete countertop, because I'm going to butcher block this whole entire thing, and have everything set up here. Or should I keep this caddy, move the microwave down, replace the oven, put it up here, and have all this open? Because here's the thing. I'm going to get one of those, and I'm going to buy it on Amazon, because I was at I found it on Amazon for like $150. It's a dual burner system. Here's the fun part about it. It doubles as... I'll probably wind up buying the one that I currently have. Because, and mind you, you're probably thinking, okay, why are you taking out the oven? The old oven, the black one. I'll tell you why. It's propane, not electric, people. Why am I going to sit here and operate a freaking propane-powered oven? Because that's just extra work. That's it, right? That's money I had to waste on propane. And I don't want to be wasting money on little freaking propane tanks every 3 months. The things are expensive. Propane link. Okay. I don't want that. Besides, having electrical is a lot freaking easier. I don't have to worry about a propane leak. And secondly, also, if I do propane, I'm going to have to redo all the propane wiring connection anyways, because I don't know where... One, I don't know where the propane connection is, or how it's wired. And secondly, I'm not turning that oven on. Because I am not going to get blown up and killed by that old black thing. Secondly, I don't even know. What the fuck just happened? That was the weirdest shit ever. My screen just went black. The fuck? I swear to God, I'm going to whip that boy's tail in. I'm trying to create a video over here. Good God. But here's the other thing. Back to what I was originally saying, right? The other thing that I'm thinking of doing, you know how some RVs have that inset burner thingy? Electrical burner thingy? I'm thinking of doing that. If I can find it. Now, if y'all think that's a better idea, doing the inset electrical one is a better idea, let me know. But if you think the one that I was telling you about earlier, that's kind of similar to that little this guy right here, let me know. Because also, all this shelving that's in here, like, whoop, like, you see all this shelving right here? All this right here, all this shelving right here, all this stuff is getting removed, right? All of it's getting removed. This book shelving system is getting removed because it's a waste of time. This is actually getting reduced. Like, from right at, see where that screw is right here? So everything from that screw over here is getting taken out because I only need from this door right here back shelving. This is probably going to wind up getting replaced because I'm thinking of putting a pantry right there. Because that thing right there is getting completely eliminated. Or redone, and I'm going to have a pantry that sits right there. Right? And then, obviously, this is going to get redone. Like, I'm going to cut this thing in half right where that grate is. And I'm going to refloor the whole entire RV. So, and you see all that shelving up there? That's all getting replaced and removed and replaced. And all that's hanger down, that hanging part down there, that's getting removed. All these window things right here, all the way around the RV, minus this window right here, is all getting removed. And you're probably thinking, why? I'll tell you why. Because I'm replacing all the friggin' curtains in this RV. I'm going to be getting blackout curtains for this RV. What to figure out how to open that thing? What to figure out how to get that bloody thing wide open? I got to drill that one out because I don't know where the keys are for it, and my brother doesn't even know where they are. So, anyways. But I can tell you this. This whole RV is getting rewired. And oh, by the way, that big old AC machine right there, that's getting replaced too. That's actually going to cost me an arm and a leg, though, because here's the thing. Those damn things are like $1,000 a piece for a good one on Amazon. And I have never put an AC unit into an RV, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But guess what? I have people that know. And it'll be a learning experience. So, no biggie. Because, oh, by the way, with the sink, too. So, let me go back to the original kitchen, right? The kitchen plan. Let me just put that right there for a second to kind of give me leverage. So, what I'm going to do, like right here, right? See this door right here? Dead space, right? Actually, let me flip my camera around. Hold on. So, like right here, it's just dead space, right? And I don't have that many things. Like, look, all I got, salt, pepper, some of this stuff, tangerine, some seasoning, fry seasoning, This is a steak burger and fry seasoning from Freddy's. Some sandwich bags up here, you know, stuff like that. You know, and I also keep my homemade steak seasoning that I mix together myself there as well. But I have it up there. I don't know why I didn't put it back. Anyways, so the plan is I'm going to make this thing. I'm going to completely eliminate. Let me see if I can get this thing set up right. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So, what I'm thinking of doing, once I get the bloody camera to where I can actually get in the camera frame, right? Okay, so the plan is to take out this cabinetry right here, right? Like completely take it out. Because, as I said, it's dead space. I don't really use it for much of anything. Besides, I got all this cabinetry up here. And if you remember what I said earlier, I'm going to be putting a pantry right over there in that corner. So, use the space, right? And by the way, the reason I'm not showing you this cabinet is because it has no liquor in it. And I don't know how YouTube's going to react to that because I'm not going to get in trouble for it. But anyways, let me get my vape. Hold on a second. So, the plan is I'm going to completely take out this cabinetry right here, right? This one. Take that out. Obviously, butcher block's going to go right here, all the way across, right? But here's where it's going to get interesting. Is that this is a dual sink, right? Waste of space, honestly, because I really don't need a dual freaking sink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy one of those single sinks from Home Depot or Humanity, or whatever it's called, Humanity something, right? I put it, instead of putting it right where it's at, which is right here, I'm going to move it to where it's over here. Okay, because I'm going to have an overhang right here by this much. I'm going to have an overhang about that much of the butcher block to kind of give me space, right? And obviously the counter. And I'm going to put the sink right here. Right? Move all the plumbing over. Sounds easy, right? It's just a little bit more complicated than you think. Shut up. And have it right here. Right? And what that will do, so if we mark it right here, there we go, mark, right? So if we mark that right here to where the sink is going to be right here, folks. Not right where I wanted it, but y'all get the gist. From here to here, it's going to be complete cook space, right? So this is where I'm actually at a crossroads, right? Because here's the thing. I want to leave this right here, but at the same time, that only leaves me this much countertop to work with. And when I say work with, that means putting the cooktop thingy that I want to get, the dual burner, having this up here, and everything else that I need up here. So, I mean, I probably will rebuild this anyways, so I don't know. Oh yeah, you know what? Come think of it, scratch what I said earlier. I am going to have to rebuild this. I'm going to have to rebuild this old dark caddy. Yep. This old dark caddy is going to have to get rebuilt. I'm going to have to rip it out and rebuild it. Because there's heckin' no way. Because here's the thing, and you're probably wondering, why the hell is he going to rebuild that thing? I'll tell you why, because that thing's too small. This caddy is too big. That's space. If I put this in there right now, you're going to have about this much of dead space between the front of this thing and here. Yeah, and I'm judging that by with my current oven, and this is done by Hart, or however you freaking pronounce it. And I think I bought this at Walmart too. I can't remember. I think I bought it at Walmart for like $80, 70, like 50, 60, like $70. I can't remember. Yeah, you know what? Scratch it. That's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna go up there. This is gonna get rebuilt. That's gonna go up there. That's gonna go down there. I'm bada bing, bada boom. But there's always a but to everything I freaking say. Come think of it. If anybody has any sort of recommendations on what I should do, please let me know. Because there's a thing, all this walling, this kitchen is going to be redone. And when I say redone, I'm probably going to title it. I haven't decided yet. Probably going to put tile on the kitchen from here, from where the corner of the wall is right here, all the way to over here where the door is, and all the way down. And probably up to the corner of that door as well to kind of give it a concentric flow. And obviously all the electrical is going to have to get redone because like all the lights and everything, none of them work. The only reason that this RV is lit up right now is one, my nightstand light, which I've had that thing for freaking forever. I've had that thing since I moved into my apartment back in 2021. The other thing is that I have this string light that wraps almost all the way around my RV. And it's worked. But it's getting to the point that I need to start making these decisions early. Like, there used to be a mirror right here. I completely took it out because obviously a waste of space. I already got two good working mirrors. You know, the bathroom door and the one in the bathroom. So, I mean, I probably will wind up keeping the other mirror just to be safe if I'm like going out or something. I don't know. But, you know, and some of you are probably wondering what's up with my car because I haven't given y'all an update about that. So here's the thing. The car is still not working, for those who are wondering. Then again, that thing hasn't worked for almost a freaking year. It's like every other fucking car that I have doesn't work after a while. My ex-husband's. The first car I ever had, for those who don't remember, it was a Ford Escape XLT. Flex fuel with the 3.2 V6 engine in it. All-wheel drive. And one day, on my way to work one night, and the engine started acting up. Come to find out I needed a new engine for that car. That one wound up disappearing. Mysteriously. And now this car, the Kia Forte LX, which has a 1.8, 4.2 liter V4 MOI DHL engine in it, has now thought it would be a splendid idea to stop working. And for those who have not been following my story, let me recap. Back on April 29th of last year, I had to get my car checked because the AC condensation line was leaking into the car. And yes, I know I work on my car a lot, but the thing is that I didn't know if it was a busted line or if it was a clogged AC line. And so I'm like, and plus where I was positioned at, I'm like, I don't want to risk damaging the car. So I called my dealership in Austin, right? Kia South Austin, and don't go there, they will screw you over. I called them first because because the thing is, I was like, hey, I got a leaking, my AC condensation line leaking into the car, it's causing an issue. They're like, oh, we're not going to be able to service your car for 2 weeks. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, oh, it's going to sit in our lot for 2 weeks. We're not going to touch it for 2 weeks. I was like, ain't doing that. So I'm like, I need my car for work. I can't just let you keep my car for 2 weeks while I sit on my ass. No, we ain't doing that shit. And so I called the Round Rock Kia, the Kia in Round Rock, or what's it in Round Rock? Well, anyways, they didn't answer. Much less they didn't even give me a call back. I called the Kia North Austin dealership. They not only didn't answer, they also didn't call me back. So I'm like, great. Now I gotta drive out of town to get my car serviced. So I was able to find a Kia in San Antonio, World Car Kia in San Antonio. Called them up. I was like, hey, I've already tried to get all the 3 dealerships here. Don't F with me. They're like, what's going on? I'm like, my AC condensation line's leaking into the car, and I don't know what's causing it. I'm like, is there a chance that I can bring it on the 29th of April? They're like, yeah, sure. And due because they had never worked on my car, they needed the VIN number, the last 8 of my VIN number on my car, and I gave it to them, no problem whatsoever, right? Because I'm like, that's standard. I'm not all that surprised by that. Well, give me a minute. There we go. So, I'm talking to the nice young lady on the phone. Gave her my VIN number, gave her the make and model of the car and year. Gave her my name, gave her my number, gave her my email, VIN, and everything, right? The standard stuff. She's like, oh, by the way, Mr. Hart, you got 2 safety recalls on your car. I was like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean I got 2 safety recalls? She's like, you got 2 active safety recalls on your car right now. I was like, what are they? She's like, first problem is the something to do with the anti-theft software needed to be updated or something, right? I was like, okay, what's the second problem? They're like, the brakes. Well, come to find out, I didn't even need the brakes to deal with, right? Now, I can go to any northern state. That's actually still an active recall, but I can go up to a northern state that has snow and just have them do it. Anyways, so I was like, okay, let me call my dealership. I'll make them do the safety recalls because they failed to notify me about this. And they had failed severely to notify me that my car had 2 safety recalls. You would think that my dealership would do better. No. Mr. Hart, right? Screw him. He's not not like he's one of our best customers. Screw him. Anyways. I called my San Antonio on like a Thursday. So on a Saturday morning, I went down there 7 o'clock in the freaking morning, down to my dealership. And I told him, I'm like, you want to tell me why you failed to tell me the safety recall on my vehicle? And then it came up with some BS excuse. I was like, you know what, I don't want to hear it. Give it I don't want to hear it. It's too freaking early in the morning for this. I was like, it's too early in the morning and I'm in a lot of pain. Because I had pulled the muscle on my shoulder bad. I slept on, I had pulled it bad to the point that I was in a sling. I think it was my right arm. I can't. Anyways, let's put it this way. It was very, very difficult for me to drive. and to rotate my head because the freaking muscle was just torn. It eventually recovered, but it took bloody forever. I think it was like a strain or torn. I can't remember. Anyways, about an hour later, they get done. That's when the problem started. It failed to start without a jump box. Luckily for me, I own a jump box. It's right over there. And it is a DeWalt. Cost me $300, but let me tell you something, it's got me out of one too many freaking, it's gotten me out of a couple of tight spots before. So, I'm not going to sit here and bitch and complain about a jump box. It has paid for itself multiple times over. And it's got jumper cables and air compressor. Here's the fun part of it. I actually have a separate air compressor by Husky. I trust Husky. And the Husky air compressor that I have cost me like $90 at Home Depot. And wherever I go in the car, it went with me because I'm like, might need help somebody with a spare tire, and a spare tire's flat, bada bing, bada boom, whatever, right? Or I have a flat, and my spare's flat, whatever, right? Not that it ever was, but. And besides, it's always a good idea to have an air compressor, people. Whether it be a Husky one that I have, or one of these standard steel ones, right? Every car owner should have this. Jumper cables, air compressor, first aid kit, emergency roadside, and roadside assistant kit. If you don't have that, get yourself one. You can thank me later. Okay? Here's the fun part. My car would not start without a jump. So about a month later, after I taken care of the problem with the car in the AC, it decided one day to itself off. I luckily was near the Home Depot on 51st Street in Austin, Texas. And I just happened to get that car into a parking spot. Barely! I barely got that thing out into a parking spot, and it just died. Completely killed itself, and it would not start. Well, come to find out, the alternator had got completely kaput. Like, it was kaputsy. Like, it went kaput to the point that it ain't coming back. And the battery was shot. Shot to high heaven. And it was not coming back. I was like, God darn it. That's a problem. It was a real big problem, to be honest with you. Well, luckily, my battery was under warranty. And this is where the problems with my dealership started getting worse. I called my dealership the day or two later because I was sitting with a friend of mine. I ain't gonna name his name out of privacy. Ugh, these two. Well, I had to end my video short because my knucklehead just showed up. Everybody have a great day.